Man, we are live and on time, a little ahead of time. Monday, January 6th, 2025. Welcome, Black. Campaign Trail. Man, you see the title? The war for our health. You know what I'm saying? Fighting for our health, taking back our own health power, uh, all that good stuff. Because this is the new warfare. The new warfare is literally for our health. We have to fight for our health. And the question is, fight who? Fight who? If it's a war for our health, who is the enemy of our health? Who are we fighting against our health? And of course, we're going to talk about the number one proven method of fighting for our health. I can't say the word probably yet. To a few minutes, I also want to give a shout out, peace and blessing birth anniversary to my nephew. Happy 29th birthday to my nephew Isa Khan Muhammad, and to my other nephew Yusuf Muhammad, 12/12 belated birthday, December 12th, 12/12 Joseph or Yusuf. So I definitely want to give a shout out, love, blessings, peace, health, wealth, healing, and victory in war to my nephews. And their mother is my older sister, Lavon X. Peace be upon her. May Allah be pleased with my older sister, their mother. So with that being said, yeah, we just about at the 2-minute mark. So we're going to go in as we should. See Allah first in the chat. Salute, see Allah. Said he absolutely agreed with the subject matter this evening. George Allen, wa alaikum salam, top soldier. Jabril Ahmad, salute. Wrench Mob, first of the Wrench Mob. I don't even want to say goons. Wrench Mob gods in the building. Mac Wynn, salute. Peace, Mac. So yeah, the subject, as you can see, is how to go to war against our own illness, our own illnesses, whether it's physical illnesses or mental illness. How to go to war. What's the best weapon or attack or armor against our own illnesses, our own weaknesses, our own addictions, our own ego, our own vanity? You know, this covers physical and mental illness. Because it ain't no illness like mental illness. That ego, that vanity, that pride, that's the worst. That envy, that's the worst. Big Mar, man, thank you, Big Mar, for the Cash App, man. Big Mar, thank you, Big Mar. Man, Hotel 7, 2025. Big Mar is helping us to keep the lights on. We keep the lights on for you. Thanks to Big Mar. Thank you again, Big Mar. Malika, what up, God sis? We got that God sister energy, that female God energy, and attention, that willpower in the house with us tonight. So you know it's going to be successful. You know we're going to be successful. Sharing this ammunition with us in this fight, in this war for our health. And the question is, who are we at war against, or who's at war against us? If we fighting for our health, who are we fighting? And I'm sure that's pretty obvious. That's pretty obvious. The Food and Drug Administration, or the CDCs, or the pharmaceutical industries, the people that's responsible for growing and distributing and packaging our foods and our drinks. Clearly, that's who we at war with, or that's who's at war with us if we suffering more illnesses, more cancer, diabetes, heart disease, autism, you know, everything else than we ever been suffering from before. Clearly, that's war. There's certainly casualties. There's certainly losses of life on a widespread scale. What else is that called if that's not war? If that's not called warfare, what else is that called? Adrian, Big Adrian, Wrench Mob gods are the craziest, are the most righteously vicious. Adrian Martinez, Where there's two or more wrench mobs in his name, he is the third. Invent. I see you, big invent. Invent one. Yeah, we here. We here getting to it. Getting to it. Campaign trail. So fasting. Let's get right to it. Fasting. Your brother, you see me, I'm kind of looking crackheadish. My t-shirts ain't as tight as they usually be because I think I'm on day 5 now. I just initially, did the 3-day fast, the national 3-day fast that members of the Nation of Islam do every month, the first weekend of the month. But I'm trying to go further for different reasons, which I'll get into. But I'm going into day 5 right now, and that's not eating nothing, no food whatsoever, just water, and I ain't even had no water today yet. So right now I'm on the East Coast. It's 10 o'clock on the East Coast, so I ain't had no water at all today. And I want to talk about the process and how that feels and the struggles and the pains and the difficulties, mental and physical, of fasting, and then the benefits. The benefits. So I got to use code language in this interview. I mean, in this episode, because I don't want to get flagged or sued or FBI, whatever they do with you when you start making claims of cures. When you start making claims of cures, then you automatically get on these folks' radar and they coming after you. So I won't use the word cure. I'll read some other people that use the word cure. In particular the Mahdi, the God, the messenger of God, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. So I definitely gonna quote what he wrote. And but I'm not a medical professional. I don't make medical claims. I don't give medical advice. I don't do drugs. I don't sell drugs. I don't promote drugs, because that's unfortunately what most of the medical industry is about. The pharmaceutical industry, that's drugs. That's not nature. That's not natural. It's drugs. They're drug sellers and drug dealers and drug makers. Drugs. So we get locked up by Biden and Harris and people like that for drugs, but they get rich. They become trillionaires and rule the world with their drugs. And allegedly, according to some people, they can even take out their enemies with said drugs. Cuts by KD. Walaikum salam. Your health is definitely the real wealth. So now we got to take back our health and take back our wealth. Just like they ain't gonna give us reparations, we got to go take it, or we got to create our own. It's the same with this wealth called health. They're not gonna give you the keys and the answers and the tools and the knowledge to cure and heal yourself. They're not gonna give it to you because they're the ones that took it from you. But the Savior, Master Father Muhammad, and the most honorable Elijah Muhammad and the honorable Louis Farrakhan Muhammad are giving us the information to cure our ills, to cure us, right? And one of the, if not greatest, the first and the greatest is fasting. Fasting, not eating nothing or drinking nothing for 3 days if possible. You trying to get your way up to 3 days without no food or drink, but water, just water, or coffee, or sometimes tea, depending on what your work schedule, your workload is. And that's why we started on the weekends. We started on Thursday night. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is a weekend. So you don't have to worry about necessarily, most of us don't have to worry about going to work while you're trying to fast. But those of us that's vets when it comes to fasting, it don't even matter. We actually feel good when we try to challenge ourselves with work and stress and problem solving and working out and whatever while we fast. But I wouldn't recommend that to none of y'all that's trying to just get started. Try to go 1 day, fast for 1 whole day, 24 hours, no food, maybe water, maybe water. You can always do water. We need water, but you want to test yourself. You want to starve out all disease. You want to starve out all bacteria, all viruses that don't supposed to be there, all pathogens, all microbes, all fungus, everything that's not supposed to be there in your blood, in our blood. You want to starve it out. And if you don't eat, your body will kill it. If you don't eat, your body, the cells in your body will activate and go searching for those, infection viruses or bacterias or microbes or pathogens, and they will eat them. They will kill them. Your body is already the universally greatest hospital in the history of creation. Your body, not some building that you go to where your former slave master people got a FDA or whatever curriculum that they're going to give you some drugs or cut you open or something like that. No, your body that God already gave you is the perfect, flawless hospital that got everything in it that you need to heal, to cure whatever you suffering from. You just have to know how to activate it. And what activates it is fasting. Fasting. But how hard is that if we addicted to eating? How hard of that is that if we addicted to our appetite? We're slaves to our appetite. So that's what this is about. Like I said, your brother Cam, like I said, that's why I'm even looking crackheadish right now a little bit. And that's ego. That's just my ego or my vanity, because I want to look, I want to have muscles and all of that. But no, I want to be healthy. I want to be disease free. I want to be illness, ailment, affliction free more than I want to have muscles right now, because I can always gain my weight back. But I got to deal with this enemy first. I got to deal with these internal germs and bacterias and illnesses or whatever first. So this is what we have been taught for 94 years, going on 95 years now, by Master Fard Muhammad, and given to us by the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, how to eat to live. And I wanted to read something regarding that. Let's see if I can get this on here. This is Fasting by the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. This is from the Final Call, October 4, 2005. This is way back in 2005. And this is quote. I'm quoting the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Fasting is a greater cure, not treatment, is a greater cure for our ills, or cure of our ills, both mental ills and physical ills, than all of the drugs of the earth combined into one bottle or 1 billion bottles. Let me read that again. Quoting the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. This is from How to Eat to Live, Book 1. I think from 1960 something, if I'm not mistaken. Fasting is a greater cure for all our ills, both mental illness and physical illness, than all of the drugs of the earth combined in one bottle or 1 billion bottles. Allah, God, in the person, human being of Master Fard Muhammad, has taught me that fasting, along with the right kind of food after you come off your fast, is the cure for our ills. You hear me? Whatever you suffering from. I don't care if you got diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. I don't care if you got HIV, AIDS, viruses, any other, diabetes, whatever. If your organs are still there, they can be healed. If your organs are still there, they can be healed. Allah, God, in the person of Master Fard Muhammad, has taught me that fasting with the right kind of food is the cure for our ills. He has said to me that there is no cure in drugs and medicine. And we already know that. There's no cure in none of these drugs and these medicines, these prescriptions and pharmaceuticals. That's to treat you. But you see the side effects, it'd be 10 other side effects, that you got to deal with when you're trying to deal with one problem that you got. Now you potentially creating 10 other problems called side effects that you're going to need more drugs to try to treat and not cure. And this is the world we living in now. This the world is learning now. We're learning this to be true about the no cure in drugs and medicine. We can take medicines all of our lives until it gets us out of here, till it deletes us. Yet we're still ailing. We're still suffering with the same old diseases. The bad foods and drinks that we are putting into our bodies keep us victim to illness. I'll say that again. It's the bad foods and drinks that we are putting in our bodies that keep us victim to the illness. And there are very few nice doctors who will like to tell you that the drugs are not good for you, knowing that they ain't, because those doctors paid for their learning, their education, and want to keep practicing. But, quote, how to eat to live is what we want to know and have wanted to know all of our lives. How do we eat to live? All men and women want to know how to prolong their lives. Nature teaches us to stay here in this life as long as we can. Nature has never taught anyone that he or she should leave this life and find another life somewhere else, because we only have one life. And if this life is destroyed, we would have a hard time to try to get more life. It's impossible. How are you going to get another life, a physical life, if you destroy this physical body? So try to keep this life, try to keep this physical body as healthy as you can and have a long life as long as possible. Go or leave this life when you cannot stay here any longer. In other words, the first law of nature or goal is self-preservation, right? Allah taught me that one meal a day would keep us here for a long time. He said, Allah and the person of Master Father Muhammad said, one meal a day would keep us here for a long time. We would live over 100 years. Eating one meal a day, eating one meal every 2 days would lengthen our lives just that much longer. He said to me that you would never be sick eating one meal every 3 days. So one meal every, 72 hours? Or was that 48 hours? 72 hours? You would never even be sick. Disease wouldn't even be able to stick in your body, in your system. The fact that fasting is the cure. Listen to this one. The fact that fasting is the cure, not the treatment, not the, remission. This is the quoting the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. It's not quoting me. The fact that fasting is the cure for 90% of all our ills and our illnesses is known by the medical profession, is known by medical scientists. But they do not teach you that. Why don't they teach you that? They know that tobacco, whiskey, and alcohol and all that are not good for you and will shorten your life and even delete you. But most of them are too weak themselves to stop drinking, or to stop smoking, or stop chewing tobacco, or stop smoking weed. So they don't teach you that tobacco and alcohol and drinks made into what's known as whiskey, beer, and wine are not good for you. They don't teach you that. I mean, some of them are starting to do it now. They have to. Although they know it to be true. Keep in mind, this is wrote in the 60s. So they telling you now. They will say, yes, it's good for you. And you are, if you are temperate, if you do it in moderation, yeah, it's good for you if you do it in moderation. But they know that once you start, get started on that stuff, it's such an enemy that it just takes you into its power through addiction, and is almost like trying to break an iron chain to get away from the habit. Straight slave to it. Once we get into drinks and weed and cigarettes and all of that, is like slavery. Do not use tobacco in any form and you will live a few years longer. Fast once a month for 3 days or 4 days, or for whatever length of time you are able to go without food, without harming yourself. In other words, don't try to be extreme and take it to the extreme. Go to where your body, can take it. You're not trying to martyr yourself. You're not trying to detach, your consciousness from your body and float away or fly away or something. Fast once a month for 3 days. Once a month for 3 days. Or 4 days for those that's more advanced, or even more of those days than for people that's really advanced in fasting already. but go as long as you can without harming yourself. And I would say, do it along with supplements, vitamin supplements. Now, if you, and those that already know how to fast, I ain't got to tell you, you don't really need no supplements or whatever. But if you new to fasting and you're not sure, and if you don't have no pre-existing health condition, because if you got some pre-existing health issues and illnesses or disease or something like that, then you want to taper it off. You want to balance it out. Absolutely try to fast, but gradually get into it and compensate with vitamins and minerals like vitamin D and D3 and vitamin K, K2, zinc. You know what I'm saying? Vitamin A, all that good stuff. Vitamin C. So fast for 3 days, or longer. That's the goal every month. Try to get to 3 days. Try to do it on a weekend or somewhere, you ain't got to work or you ain't got to do nothing super strenuous. Did you know that if you would stop eating pig, for those that are still pig eaters, that's fresh off the Jeremiah 10 heathen Christmas dinner or Thanksgiving ham dinners, did you know if you stop eating the pig, which is a food you shouldn't eat, stop eating 3 and 4 times a day and stop drinking alcohol, beer, wine, whiskey, that you would save so much money in prolonging our lives by abstaining from the pork, alcohol, drinks, and tobacco? You also be adding money to your savings by hundreds and thousands of dollars. You'll be depriving those pig raisers, those tobacco growers, and those alcohol distillers, those Satans, of millions of dollars of which they rob you as they hasten you to your grave. That's how you fight this fight. This is how you fight the war for your health. Is eliminate the vices, eliminate the poor foods, and start fasting. Make that normal. Make that a culture. You know what I'm saying? Normalize fasting. We so much, this restaurant, this and this restaurant, and I'm a foodie. Okay, you're gonna be a daddy. You're gonna be a patient. All that I'm a foodie. All right, you're gonna be a patient, or you're gonna be a worm feeder, pushing up daisies. You can stop the tobacco growers from growing that stinking weed, or the marijuana growers. I don't care how y'all feel about it. Marijuana is right there in the group. You can stop the tobacco growers from growing that stinky weed by turning away from the use of it. And you can stop the pig raising by not eating the stinking hog, the poisonous stinking hog, full of worms, full of bacteria, full of all kinds of, it's responsible for damn near 1,000 diseases, the pig itself. These things are death to your children in their early ages. Do you believe you love your children? You're going to take your children to get the Fauci juice. You're going to take your children to get some swine, some pigs, some ham, some bacon. They love their bacon. Well, you are going to be held accountable for your children's condition. The sickness, the illness, and the deletion. These things even affect our reproductive organs, right? How many of us is having problems reproducing? These things affect our reproductive organs in the early ages, as well as affect the heart, the lungs, and the sharpness of our mind, of our thinking. And after all this, we die a victim of poison and commercialization. So we done paid them, to get rid of us. AO, thank you, big AO. Man, alhamdulillah, man. Thank you, bro. So yeah, let me get this off of here and look at some of these comments. Ramadani Duff, what if you fast and still die by eating 1 meal a day? I guess that's like asking, what if you get hit by a car? I don't understand that question. What if you fast and still die by eating 1 meal a day? How would you do that? What if you die by doing whatever you're doing right now? So look at the peer review published scientific and medical journals regarding fasting. Don't take my word for it. Ask your peer-reviewed, published doctors, scientists, and medical professionals what they say about fasting. Don't ask Brother Cam. Ask them that question, since that you believe in them. But let me put this StreamYard link up here too, because I understand, I'm familiar with you, Ramadani, but we could talk about autism and where autism comes from also. Autism is not natural. We can talk about, certain vaccinations and peer-reviewed published studies and papers that has proven the connection between those alleged things. So, I'm gonna talk raw. I'm gonna talk raw with you, brothers and sisters. So I can absolutely show and prove that fasting keeps you alive and way healthier than whatever you're doing. You want to get on the live with me and put it to the test? You want to test the theory? Absolutely hop on the live with me. Here's the StreamYard link once again. Knowledge says sometimes when I'm fasting, I will drink organic liquid chlorophyll or organic spirulina while I fast. While I fast for vitamins. Yeah, you could do that. That's technically not a fast, though. I would do that before I fast or after I fast. Fasting means nothing. Fasting means nothing. Fasting means you're letting the divine hospital do all of the work. So if you're gonna take all of those vitamins and minerals, you want to do them before you fast or after you fast. Because you can't do them while you fast, because that's not fasting. You understand what I'm saying? So you either got to prepare your fast with all of that stuff, chlorophyll and vitamins and spirulina and all that, or after. Come off of your fast with that. But fasting means nothing. It means do not work your digestive system. Your system shouldn't be digesting nothing. Invent. Can you drink tea and coffee while fasting? You can, for those that's weak. If you weak, you can. Those that's just fasting, yeah, you might be able to do that. You might be able to do that. I mean, you can do whatever you want to do, but you're not going to get the full greatest results of fasting if you have any other ingredients in your system. Water is the only thing, because water is something that we need, right? We need water, for your veins and arteries and everything, your glands and all of that to be able to flush and process, the disease or the germs or the pathogens or whatever out your body. So you have to drink water. You have to drink water. Ramadani. I can't hear you, brother. Oh, okay. Well, you can come back. But yeah, fasting means fasting. Fasting means make it pinch. You pinching your stomach. You pinching your appetite. No food. You gotta make it hurt. You gotta feel the pinch. That's warfare. There's no such thing as pleasant warfare. Y'all gotta understand this, because the diseases and the ailments, the afflictions, the illnesses, they're not pleasant. They don't feel good. So you got to do something also that don't feel good. That kills them. They're alive and well. They feel good because they making you feel bad by sickening you or deleting you. So you got to make them feel bad by starving their ass. Starving them and allowing your white blood cells or your T cells, your killer cells or whatever, your righteous natural killer cells to go into action and hunt their ass down and kill them. That's not going to feel good. It's going to give you a headache. It's going to give you a stomach ache. It's going to make you feel lightheaded, dizzy. It's not going to delete you. Your body is not designed to be destroyed or taken out by fasting. That's actually the opposite. That's what's going to empower you and strengthen you. Yeah, you're going to be walking around, kind of sluggish or lazy or weak, feeling weak. That's because your soldiers is going to war, getting rid of the enemy. You got to allow your body to do that. That's really God's work. This is God's soldier. This is God's hospital that's going to war to heal itself, to cure itself. Now, just think about it. The people that you rely on, you allowing them to cut you open and tell you ain't no cure for this, and you need chemo this, and you need that, and there's no such thing as a cure. Just think what that does to your mind. That's another warfare of the mind. That now they attacking your mind. They're attacking your willpower. They're attacking your ability to fight. What? I look at you as an authority and you telling me there's no cure and this is our only resort and we got to hurry up and do this and you got to hurry up and run it through your insurance so they can get their check. Do they love you? Is that your family member? You know what I'm saying? Do y'all got children together? Hell no. They don't even know you. They don't care. Did Dr. Fauci care? Did this whole mandate last 3 or 4 years? Did they care? First was your body, your choice when it comes to Kamala Harris. And you can do this to your unborn child. But to your own grown-up ass body in life, they say, no, you can't travel, you can't shop, you can't visit your family members in the hospital, you can't do nothing if you don't take this Fauci juice. Do they love you? Is that your friend? Are they your friend or is Elijah Muhammad your friend? They telling you that, Elijah Muhammad is telling you this. Which one is your friend? Which one is it got your best interest? The ones that's telling you it ain't no cure, you better hurry up and take this or you ain't gonna be able to have no rights? Or the one that tells you F that, throw all of that in the trash and fast and eat healthy. And now you can see the results. What leader, black leader, is more effective and older than Farrakhan right now? Farrakhan is 92 years old. 92 years old. Look at the Nation of Islam. Look at us. I'm 55. God willing, I'll be 56 this year. I'll be 56, God willing, this year. I don't look it. I don't feel it. So what is your doctor? How old is your doctor? What he look like? What she look like? They drinking, they addicts, they probably tooting, you know what I'm saying? Playing with their nose, Lord knows what they doing. Joe Biden's little health administrator or whatever was a transmission. It was a rainbow transmission. That dude, the dude that trying to wear blonde hair, like, y'all gonna trust that? Y'all gonna trust it? All right. My job just to deliver the clear messages and proof and examples and get your blood off of my hands. That's all. That's all. Because I can show you better than I can tell you. I can show you better than I can tell you. I can, anyway. And this ain't about me. It's just about showing you that this works. This works. It cures. It cures. Listen, it cures. Fasting cures. Eating healthy, changing your diet, getting up off of all this poison animal meat and this processed foods and sugar. Oh, Lord, we know about this sugar, this processed sugar. Absolutely deadly. Absolutely deadly. But it tastes so good. It smells so good. I'm so addicted to it. Like H-Town. I'm so addicted. Like we H-Town with this poison. All right. Well, that means we losing the war. Somebody is waging war on us and making this smell so good and taste so sweet or taste so whatever. And got us lifetime customers to the for the food and drug or the pharmaceutical industry or the hospital industry or health insurance industry, which they ain't even covering now. Like if you try to tell them something about holistic or whatever, oh, that's not covered. Well, we only cover drugs. We only cover the pharmaceutical industry drugs. Your insurance is only covers the drugs. So my insurance can't cover something cheaper than drugs. Like if I, no, you're not. Oh, okay. And y'all don't see that's the enemy, huh? Y'all don't see that's not your friend, right? So I'm just telling you, I'm your brother, right? I'm just your brother. I think I love you. I think I'm telling you what they'll never tell you. I think you don't ever have to get chemotherapy. I don't think, I don't think so. This is my personal opinion. I'm not a doctor or a medical professional. I'm just saying I would never do that. I would never do that to me or my family member. I would take my risk. I would gamble with holistic natural stuff and fasting being number one. Fasting and then boosting up my vitamin intake, supplements, vitamin D3. I would be up to 30,000, 40,000, 50,000 IUs of vitamin D3 per day, along with magnesium and vitamin K2 and zinc per day. Not the other ones but the vitamin D3 up to 50,000 IU per day. I would go get me a vitamin C IV protocol. If y'all don't know nothing about, the IV drip vitamin C, high dose vitamin C IV. That's what I would do. I can't tell you what you should do. If you believe in chemotherapy and radiation and cutting you open and cutting, surgeries or whatever, I can't tell you what you should do. I could tell you what I wouldn't do. I would not do that. I would fast, boost up my vitamin mineral intake with them specific vitamins that I just mentioned, vitamin D3, magnesium glycinate, zinc, and vitamin K2. Yep, M7. Those mixed together, that combine and fish oil, like omega-3 fish oil. That's what I would do. And I'm putting this up so y'all can read it and, and play it back and pause it and write this down. That's what I would do. That's what I would recommend if if it was me or my family member. I can't tell you because I'm not a medical professional. I can't tell you what to do about nothing. Everybody got their own opinions and beliefs or whatever, whoever you want to believe in, Dr. Sabi or whoever, that's on you. I'm telling you what, my Lord and Savior has proven to us, this whole nation of Islam, and why we look better than anybody else on the planet. Why we healthier than anybody else on the planet, more fearless, less mental illness than anybody else on the planet, more respected globally than any other black people on the planet. So yeah, like AO said, navy beans, small white beans. That's once you eating your meal. That's the best of food, and that staves off radiation. That gets rid of all kind of stuff. The small white bean, small white navy bean. So that's why you hear us saying bean pie and bean soup. Yeah, that's our staple. That's our number one food. Small white bean. But you might want to try it. Because I ain't even, I've been slipping and slacking or whatever, and I still look like I'm in my 20s. I still maneuver like I'm 19 or 20 years old, and I'm going on 56. So you can't tell me nothing. I bet you I'm healthier than your doctor. Whatever doctor you believe in, I bet you I'm healthier than him or her if they my age. So which one is the real doctor? Which one is the real doctor? I don't got no certificates on my wall. My certificates, you looking at them. You looking at my certificates. That's my certificate. That's my degrees. You looking at it. What a paper. The paper look good. The paper don't look better than me. Your paper on your wall don't look better than me. So I'm just saying, I wouldn't have no right to say nothing if I was terrible looking or out of shape or dumb or, So another benefit in fasting is spiritual gain, right? Spiritual gain, spiritual power. Well, I ain't gonna say spiritual, mental power. The spirit is emotion, but spiritual is also atoms and molecules, so it does affect your power and ability to manipulate atoms and molecules. So it does is spiritual gain in that sense. But what y'all see as spiritual powers, which is really mental powers or the power to will or the power of healing, like the Japanese doctor that did the little experiment on water and how thoughts affect water and change the molecular structure of water. Fasting is that on steroids. Fasting does that for you on steroids. Most people think that when you pray, like Jesus said, in the Bible, if y'all into the Bible, you heard the Bible story about the man or somebody that had so many demons, and the disciples didn't have the strength or the power or whatever to exercise them or to cast his demons out, and Jesus was like, well, that level of demons right there, can't be cast out except by fasting and something else, fasting and prayer. But fasting was the number one key, because and it seems like magic. And if you don't know science and the science of thought and the science of willpower and all of that, and the science of your, just your God power, then yeah, you call it something stupid like magic or childish or whatever, because you're just lazy or whatever, and you don't want to look into it or do the necessary self-discipline to activate your God powers or your magic powers or whatever. But when you fast, it unlocks your power to manipulate atoms and molecules, internal, the ones in your own body, and those external to you. So Jesus saying that you need to fast to be able to exercise this level of demons. So that don't mean that. So that's showing you that he's not telling us to fast so we can contact God up in space in some satellite, where God hanging out. I got to fast so my prayers would be stronger to go to God so he can send them back down to the person with the demons. No, God is trying to get himself out the way. No, ye are all gods, and I'm trying to teach you how to unlock your God power so you don't have to go through me to do nothing. No, you fast so you can deal directly with that person that got the demons, and that's God in you that's casting the demons out. The kingdom of heaven is in you. When you see me, this Jesus talk, when you see me, you see the Father, because the Father is in me, because I did all the disciplines to bring the Father power of God into myself. I don't need to go call the Father to do some miracle. The Father is in me. I'm doing the miracle right now, because the God is in me. I activated my God power. So I'm trying to tell you the power that's already your birthright, that's already in your DNA. But the poison food and the alcohol and the weed and the drugs and all of that kills it. That's what mental death means. It don't mean you physically dead. It means you're spiritually and mentally dead. Your mental power, your God power to be able to manipulate and control the forces of nature and master atoms and molecules and the force, gravity and electromagnetism and all of that is dead because you killed it. They poisoned you. They know how to poison us. They know how to, it's just not the pineal gland. It's your whole body. Your whole body is full of brain cells, intelligent God cells that make stuff happen. It's just not your pineal gland. That sounds new wave and fresh and fly, a calcified pineal gland. It ain't just that. You got brain cells and intelligence and power and consciousness in every cell in your body. Every cell in your body. And the cleaner you get your blood, the cleaner you get them organs, you can, like I said, that's when a miracle, so-called miracle, ain't no such thing as miracles. As they call it paranormal, supernatural. There's no such thing as that. It's paranormal, normal. It's supposed to be normal. It used to be our normal, but we went to sleep. We became mentally dead. So all of those God powers is now supernatural and miracles. No, that's natural. That's supposed to be natural, but we're subnatural. We're sub-natural. We're below natural, our natural self, far below. So fasting is what gets us back at least to ground zero. So you can start demonstrating like, damn, did I make that happen? Yeah, what, do some experiments. Experiment on your willpower. Experiment on your so-called psychic power. Experiment on your health and how you feel after you go to war with the pinch, or to go to war with the appetite or the addiction, and make it hurt. You're supposed to torture them addictions because they torturing you. You're supposed to look at your illnesses and your afflictions and ailments as an enemy that you got to torture their ass, terrorize their ass. Yeah, it's going to hurt. It's supposed to hurt. They hurting you. They hurting you. So that's what this is about, trying to give y'all a peek in a cheat code. Even in a cheat code is just the information, the knowledge of your God self and how to unlock it, and the mental spiritual power of fasting. We already know what the benefits of the physical benefits of fasting, but the mental spiritual benefits of fasting is it gives us spiritual advancement. Your spiritual powers, your mental powers, your God mental powers, the so-called miracle powers, the powers to be able to manipulate the forces of nature and to affect other people's mind. That's how you make a believer in most cases. Most of us are disbelievers, so they have to be shown something. They have to be overpowered. Your power has to overpower their doubt. People be like, well, man, if you don't really believe it, like, shut up. No, real power, God power, is going to make you a believer. Ain't no goofy, false Christian conditions. You got to be under these conditions if you disbelieve. Nah. If you get popped, you get blickied up and you unconscious, you ain't got time to disbelieve and shit. Can these doctors take these slugs out or whatever? You ain't even in no state to resist. But you're going to be made a believer when you wake up. If you wake up, then somebody acted on somebody was stronger than your disbelief or your consciousness, because you couldn't save yourself. So the same thing, same principle applies. Man, I just don't believe that. I don't care what you don't believe. The knowledge, the power is stronger than your disbelief. So I can lay it out and you could just deny it. You can choose to disbelieve it and deny it, and you're going to get the consequences for denying it. We already living in the consequences of denying it. We already suffering all of the hells of our disbelief and denial and rejection of the real, true, and living God. So, hey, what you got to lose? You're already losing everything. Right? You're going to get tired, but you might not have enough energy or life left to bounce back. You better, while you still got a little fumes in your tank, you might want to try this. Because like I said, the grace for the BS is up. Only grace that exists now is for righteousness. For you trying to do the right thing. That's the only grace. Soon as you slip, soon as I slip and do some dirt or do something that is weak and wicked and, then that's your ass on that. So if you got any time, any energy and breath left in your lungs, do the righteous way. Do the natural, holistic, naturopathic way. Fight that warfare. How many of us is dealing with cancers and heart disease, diabetes? Why do you believe in the people that caused it? Why do you believe in the institutions that caused it? Why do you believe in a Dr. Fauci or whatever they got coming down the pike now? They got rid of him as though he was, but now they got a new or no virus, a new this and that. And they telling you the same thing just because it ain't got Fauci name attached to it. Why do you believe them? Why do you obey them? It's just insanity to me. pure. That's the definition to me of insanity. Why would you trust them? Why would you believe in them? When you got your own people that then came all the way out of believing in them, that's demonstrating right in your face, that's healthier than you ever would be, ever was. And you say, what? Well, y'all don't believe in Jesus. Or I don't even know what y'all excuse be. We don't believe in Jesus. Well, why would Jesus let you be so sick and me disbelieving in Jesus will let me be so healthy? No, I believe in the real Jesus. And we tell you who the real Jesus is. Real Jesus is Farrakhan walking around among us today. So the Jesus you believe in got you in that condition. The Jesus I believe in got us in this condition. We both claim Jesus. I could just identify mine and you can't identify yours. Right? So, but you can't say I don't believe in Jesus. I believe in Jesus so much, you know what I'm saying, that I can point him out to you and tell you what he did for me. And I have a personal relationship with my Lord and Savior that saved me. I could describe him, can point you to him. Can you do that for me about your Jesus? What did your Jesus save you from? Because I'm giving you the salvation. I'm giving you the ammunition. I'm giving you the Jesus cures right now. But no, my Jesus said, I just going to do this surgery or this chemotherapy or this radiation or this dialysis and going to let them take this organ out of me. All right. And I guess that's your Jesus. That's how your Jesus go. That ain't how my Jesus go. I thought all things was possible through Jesus. I thought all things was possible. I thought he was the healer, the curer, the restorer. You know what I'm saying? Came that he give you life and more abundant life. That don't look like abundant life. That don't look like healthy, happy life. So how's it supposed to come to you? It's supposed to come through praying. Praying is going to make you healthy. Well, how did you get sick in the first place? If Jesus and praying is what's supposed to heal you, what got you sick in the first place? Why did Jesus let you get sick in the first place? Right? This is your brother. I'm your brother. Nobody's paying me for this. I'm not bashing or condemning us. I'm bashing and condemning falsehood, deception, unjust rebellion and rejection. I'm condemning that because look where it got you. Look where it got us. Look where we are. Look at the condition of our health. Look at us. We can't even walk outside without a cigarette, without a joint. Can't go nowhere without drinking some alcohol, some poison, tearing our liver up and our kidneys up. All because what? We want to turn up. We want to have fun. We want to party and celebrate. Celebrate what? Failure? Celebrate what? Rebellion, sin? What are we celebrating? Why we party so goddamn much? Like what is there to party about? It's wartime. If anything, celebrate with a vegetarian buffet or something. Like what? Have a vegetarian, have a health party. God damn it. Have a fasting party or something. Damn. Why is always a poison party? Why is always an immoral, Walt Disney party? Why is always that kind of party? Poison party. Why is always a poison party? Fight for your health. Fight for your life. You don't get another one. You don't get another body. This is not a video game. This is not a TV show, a series. It's not a Netflix show. You do not get another one. Fight. Restore this one. Restore yourself. Restore your health. Restore your body. Restore your mind. You ain't got nothing to lose. You already lost. You already lost your mind and lost your body, lost your health. Life is not heaven to you. You're not happy. You are not happy. If you're not healthy, you're not happy. You're not happy. Let me know when I'm lying. And, I say this because I'm trying to disturb the demons. I'm trying to disturb the demons. There's the StreamYard link. Challenge me. Anybody that don't like what I said about Jesus or about health or about whatever protocols I'm talking about with Elijah Muhammad, a better protocol, challenge me. There's the StreamYard link. We do it respectfully. It's all in love. Challenge me. Let's line it up. Invent. I see you invent. Yeah. But and that's a good thing, because most men on some warrior stuff, and this is the kind of talk that men need. You know what I'm saying? We respond to this talk, but a lot of females think that this is bashing or this is mean or is you trying to be a dictator and try, they be in an emotional bag. I don't care about your emotional bag. That's why you an emotional eater. How about you be an emotional faster? Be an emotional faster. If you wanna fight back, you wanna teach me a thing or two, out fast me then. Out fast me. Out healthy eat me then. You know what I'm saying? Because if you out fasted me and out healthy eat me, you would be a wife. You would be so attractive, you wouldn't even have them problems. You would be a wife handling your family business. And you would be an inspiration to your children and to your man if he wasn't already fasting and eating healthy or whatever with you. That's what you would be. Truck D's. Thank you, Truck D's. So men, we gotta do this to take back our own authority. We gotta take back our own authority and respect over our own women and children and community. And that can only be done by fasting. Like the level of demon time that our people is on, like Jesus said, this level of demon cannot be cast out except by fasting. You know what I'm saying? Fasting and praying and work, like, fight. Because praying, that's whack. Praying it exists. I mean, praying, when they say the fasting prayer, that means you getting right to the patient. You're not sending it up necessarily to God, to some God satellite, and he beaming back down to the patient. The fasting prayer is you allowing the God already, the God power to transmit through you. Now God is in you because of your fasting. Now God is in you and you directing your willpower directly against that patient's disease or that patient's demons or whatever. Our people is full of demons and disease. And only through fasting, only through putting ourselves, our individual selves, through this type of righteous discipline and denying ourselves, can we get the keys or the power to unlock or to cast out or to destroy the demons that our people is suffering from. Because it's not just information, it's a spirit. It's a spirit behind the words that, you hear people that fast, they words just, they cut different. They get to your nature. You know what I'm saying? Because they not capping. That they really warriors with it. And they not trying to offend you. They trying to empower you. So when you fast, people can, they might not even know what this is that, they feel when they hear you or they see you, but they know, okay, this is a real one right here. Okay. Even if I don't believe in what they organization talking about, I respect it. So I'm going to listen to it. I ain't just going to throw it in the trash or just slam my fingers in my ear and just block them out. But this is the key. Why live? Why come on the earth and be born and just live and die without never accessing your God power? That is torture. That is a nightmare to me. That's a nightmare to me. I can't bear to think or imagine that I come into the world and leave just a nigga, just not ever tapping into my God power, not ever having no God power experience. You know what I'm saying? That can carry me, that I can anchor myself on. We all should have a God power experience, but most of us is too mentally dead that we're going to say, Jesus did that for me. Yeah, I got hit by a car, I got shot and blah, blah, blah. And Jesus did it. So we just going to keep on giving it to some mystery Jesus instead of trying to tap into the God, that's in you that actually did it. It's just, we just give away our power and just give away our life and just waste our life believing in fairy tale fantasy foolishness. Tap in, lock in, learn your God power, your God self. Ye are all gods. You are all gods. Righteous God, children of the Most High, righteous God, not the devil God. It's Satan's gods on this planet too. They're gods of wickedness. Oh, I'm talking about the righteous God, the God of truth, the God of love and healing, the God of happiness, righteousness, the God of health. You can't be healthy if you're not true. You cannot be healthy if you're not true. If lying is your norm, if cheating, if finessing and getting over is your norm, you cannot be healthy. I can't stress that enough. And so much of us, we so impatient, or we so childish and immature. We want the reward, instant gratification right away. We see everybody else getting it the microwave drive-through, just add water way. And we don't want to be righteous. We don't want to do it the old-fashioned righteous, healthy way, the long way. We want the fast way. And we competing with other little fast sellouts, little fast heifers and hookers, male and female hookers and heifers, little fast sellouts. We trying to compete with them, so we fear FOMO, fear of missing out, that they having fun, they partying. Oh, I'm good. Like, I've been to Oz. I've been up the Yellow Brick Road 5 or 6 times and back. That's all Diddy business. That's all Disney. That's all Disney freak off business. That's not no happiness over there. You gotta, well, you don't gotta listen. You ain't gotta do nothing. You do what you keep doing. Do what you've been doing. Do what you've been doing. My job is to deliver the message. I'm not charging you. It's not no seminar, no package I'm selling. Shit. I'm telling you what works. I'm getting your blood off of my hands, especially for this end of grace new year. I'm going into my 5th day right now of fasting. Day 5, no food whatsoever, barely no water. Do it look like I'm dizzy? Do it look like I'm sick? Do it look like I'm delirious, delusional? Or do it seem like I'm sharper than ever? Do it seem like my health appearance is reversing? My age appearance is reversing. I'm supposed to be looking scrawny and toe up. I'm supposed to be suffering and complaining and crying. My head hurt. I'm dizzy. My stomach hurt. 5 days so far. So it either work or it don't. It either work or it don't. I'm telling you, it's going to hurt. It's supposed to hurt, but shit, it's better than 5 days of, whatever your illness is that you're taking medication for that's just causing more side effects. Why not do it the natural way? Why not do it your natural God power way, your natural way? Damn, why not? Because it hurt. It's too hard to fast. All right, that's what y'all BBL generation, y'all the BBL society. Just run and get some surgery and shit. Just run and get some fake hair. Just run and get some fake eyes or some fake boobs. Or, like, all right, I ain't with the fakeness. I'm with the old-fashioned way. You know what I'm saying? From scratch. Everybody claim we got it out the mud. Like dudes can relate. That's why dudes relate to this more. Black males relate to this. We was raised up weak and we done been emotional and crashed out and did a lot of stupid shit and poison. We addicted to a lot of shit. But when we hear this kind of talk, it resonate with us. We like, you know what? Yeah, this is warfare. This is war talk. Fuck it. F it. I'm gonna try. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna go 1 day without eating. They're gonna try it at least. But Our poor sisters, there's so much in their feelings and so much resistance against black male authority. Shit, don't tell me I ain't shit. I ain't shit. All right. All right. All right. Like it or not, you was made for the man. The man was not made for you. You was made for the man. So once a man starts standing up doing man stuff and demonstrating God, man time and abilities, you might want to follow his instructions. You might want to respect him and obey. I'm going to just call it. I know that's going to hurt that, you might want to obey that kind of man. Even if he ain't your man, you going to obey his ass. If he talking about how to help you make $1 million, you going to obey him then. You're going to obey him in the gym. He's training me. Yes, my trainer. Or your corporate boss. Oh, yeah, I'm getting a promotion. They're going to put me in school and put me through training. Well, I'm in training for this new position. You're going to be bragging about the white man training your ass like a little puppy. But let your black man who got the real natural divine authority over you try to say anything like that for your own good and for the good of the family or the black community. Obey, train, obey. I ain't no puppy. I ain't no, yes, you are. You're a female puppy. Remember? You're a boss female puppy. You're a boss bitch, remember? Yeah, you are a female. You are a puppy. You are a dog. You call yourself that. So stay over there with the dogs. We over here back. We gods over here. This God talk. This God business. So yeah, the talk is just going to get rawer and rougher now because the grace is over. And if you can't handle it, this ain't where you're supposed to be at anyway. It's supposed to run you over there to the BBL section. This talk is supposed to run your ass to the BBL section. To the fake weave section. To the lace front. Tear your edges. I glued out edges section. And if you're a weak dude, it's supposed to run you to the simp section. To worship the box section. Yeah. Excuse section. I don't follow no man. I ain't no part of no black organization section. You get your ass up out of here too. How about that? So it ain't just against the sisters. It's against the weak ninjas that got the females reflecting their weakness. So you stay over there. I'm just letting you know. I'm, getting the blood off of my hands. All right. It's too much attacks. It's too much warfare against us as it is. So if you want to fight against the natural healing, you want to fight against your own salvation, then yeah, you go over there. Just be a op. Just be a op. Don't even be over here. Because you would rather fight your health than fight the disease. You would rather fight your health than fight your disease. You can't, this ain't Burger King. You cannot have it your way. It's not going to go your way. It's going to go God's way or no way. You know what I'm saying? God's way or no way. Yo, Maddox, we burning them Jerry curls. Yeah, like Michael Jackson, that Pepsi commercial. Man, no more nice talk, King Z. No more. No more coddling. No more enabling. No more simp talk. No more complimenting you when you ain't did nothing worth complimenting. Celebrating and partying failure. All these we gonna go out. We gonna party. We gonna celebrate. Celebrate what? Failure. Celebrate failure. Celebrate weakness. Celebrate addiction. Yeah, I don't want no parts of that party. Y'all can have it. It's all love. Honor roll. Salute. Yeah. And we don't talk like this once we in the class. When people that come into the class and already went through getting their ass whooped in the world by doing it your way, by the time you actually submit and come into, the circle of the brotherhood or whatever of discipline, ain't nobody beating your ass like the white man, like no white man army. Once you come in here and say, we already know you didn't have your ass thoroughly beat down by the world and by your consequences of your own rebellious choices in life. So ain't nobody trying to whoop your ass. It's the opposite. That's when we're going to be super kind and gentle and loving and patient, because you submitted. You broke that ego, or that fire out there in the streets in that world broke your ego, broke your vanity. Now you can be coached. But if you think you got an image, or you got an ego, or you got a reputation, I think, all right, well, just stay out there until Father Time and Mother Nature break your motherfucking reputation, break your ego, break your vanity, your pride. Oh, you pride, you big, huh? You big, you're a big man. All right. We'll wait. We're not waiting on you, because we doing our business. We going about our business. We building ourselves. We unlocking our God powers. We building our families, our nations, our communities, our brotherhood, our sisterhood. There ain't nobody missing you. You missing this. You missing out on this. We not missing out on you. We did that already. We was dead already. We already fully experienced all the shit that you still trying to experience. We can't force you that's, the Wizard of Oz is Diddy and Disney and all of that. You got to go find out for yourself then. Go find out for yourself. Hope you make it back. Hope you're still alive and shit when you're able to make it back. Because a lot of us ain't making it back no more. Yeah. God is love, right? If you're a Christian, God is love, right? But shit, he started out in the Bible mass deleting the whole people. He sends his prophets as warriors to take out men, women, children, old people, but God is love, right? God is love, yet in Revelations, him and his 7 angels delete a third part of the population of the earth, of living people and beings of the earth. But God is love. God is love. God don't hate nobody. All right. Adrian Martinez, 2020 to 2021, I ate nothing but navy bean soup and fruit like the minister in his early days. I fell off. Now I'm 15 pounds over my proper weight. But we get right back to it in no time. That's the bomb thing about how to eat to live and following this lifestyle, is you got muscle memory, you got fasting memory, you got God power memory, so you can get right back on it. It'll take you 15 days to lose 15, not even 15 days. What? No, I think it'll take you 7 days to lose 15 pounds. If you eat one meal every other day or one meal every 3 days, it'll take you 7 days to lose 15 pounds. Might take you maybe a week and a half. That's nothing. I can't gain weight if I tried. I couldn't get fat and out of shape if I tried. My own mind, the way I think, my own metabolism at this point is so on God time. I couldn't do it if I tried. So I'm telling you what I know. But who am I? What do I know? Here's the StreamYard link though. Fasting and eating healthy for 2025 and beyond. From now on out, this needs to be our lifestyle, because the majority of the food and drink and everything now is contaminated. It's been poisoned by design. You know it. Chemtrails, GMO, Bill Gates, bioengineered this, mRNA, added this and this, that, Am I lying? So you got to know how to go to war against them, retaliate against them by abstaining from the poison. Abstain from the poison. Don't eat it. Don't drink it for as long as possible. You scared you're going to lose your figure? No, you won't lose your figure. You actually going to gain your figure. You ain't going to need that fake ass BBL. You're going to need that fake ass girdle or whatever that thing y'all squeezing your damn intestines and tearing your insides up. All this gimmicks, all this little, just discipline yourself. Just go to war against your own weakness. Go to war against your own appetite. Righteously hurt yourself. You know what I'm saying? What I mean by that, hurt your demons, because that's not yourself. Correction. Righteously hurt the demons that are controlling you. Righteously cast out the demons that are controlling you. They are controlling you. You are an addict. We are addicts. We are addicted. We are weak. We are ill. And our ego and our pride and our vanity won't let us acknowledge that. Somebody say that publicly or privately, we're going to throw up the ego, pride, vanity, defense, armor, and then go home and be sick as a dog, acting like we not sick. Go home sick as a dog. Then pull out our little medication, or little prescriptions or whatever, and act like we really in the gym, or act like we juicing, or act like we super healthy. And stop lying. That's why we're not going to be happy or successful, because you're lying. Lying to yourself first, then lying to other people. If you're lying to yourself, then nobody else stands a chance. You fake with yourself. You cheating yourself, then nobody else stands a chance. So rejecting real knowledge, real healing, real cures, the real process, nobody else stands a chance. So you only there to be used and abused in, because we see that you're a user, you're an abuser, you're an opportunist. If you cheating and finessing and lying and all of that and making up excuses, then you're a user, you're an opportunist. You can't be trusted in no personal, capacity. A wise person know they're gonna look at you like Solomon look at the little devils around him. You're just a devil that I can use. He's not gonna misuse you, but he's gonna use you. You just a little weak devil that don't want to break their weakness. Thank you, Damien. Damien H got your cash out. Thank you, Damien. They see, Solomon knew the devils wasn't trying to become righteous, but he was like Bill Clinton looking out for Monica Lewinsky, whoever closest to me. You come here. I know how to use you. I know what you like. You like little boys, right? Or you like stealing, right? Shit. Yeah, well, use that stealing skill and go do this. Go unlock this lock for me or whatever. So if you still got your own free will. If you don't want to change, then shit, stay where you are. You gonna get used. Just like I'm gonna get used. I want to get used. Please use me. I won't let you misuse me or abuse me. But please put me to use. That's what I'm born for. A servant, to serve, a slave. Abdul. Like so many people, yo, Muslims have slaves. You goddamn right. I'm a slave, a willing slave. Abdul Mueed. Abdul. I'm a willing slave for my people, for my God and my people. You think slave is white man definition of slavery. That's not the definition of slavery. That's satanic bondage and torture and affliction. That's not the definition of slavery. Slavery means servant of, willing or unwilling servant of. I'm a willing slave. Do I look like I'm in bondage? Do I look like, Farrakhan or Elijah Muhammad is whipping me on my ass and shit? I'm in the cotton fields for them? No. He whipping my ass to do for self. He telling me, Toby not or Muhammad, you know what I'm saying? Be successful for your family. Be successful for your people. Be successful for the planet. He whooping my ass for success. Not to be his slave. Shit. He want me to be what he is. But any servant or pupil looks at their master, and that's their master. I'm a slave. You Bruce Lee or you Bill Gates, what's his name? Elon Musk. You would happily be Elon Musk's financial servant, financial slave. You might call it a intern or something. You're not working for no wages. You just there soaking up game up under Elon Musk, and he's your master when it comes to teaching you how to get rich. And you loving it. Nigga like McDonald's, you loving it. I'm a happy slave of my Messiah. This is the benefit. You seeing it, you hear it. Any of my body of work, my track record, my file. That's because I'm a willing slave of Farrakhan, Elijah Muhammad, Master Fard Muhammad. So if your freedom is better than my slavery, then stick with it. Because my slavery doing me way better than y'all freedom. Y'all Harriet Tubman, Nat Turner freedom out there in them streets. I'm a slave. I'm a straight slave to the Lord and his apostle. Oh, that was you, Truck D's. Thank you, Big Truck D's. Man, I guess that's it, man. We'll get off of here a little earlier this evening. You want to say something?
Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so when we do a new upload or a new live, you always get notified.
Always get notified. Keeping it short and sweet right here. We gonna keep it under an hour and a half, man. We love y'all. This is love. This is not hate. This is just firm warning, firm strengthening. Letting you know you're not alone. I'm fighting illnesses and ailment and afflictions. I'm fighting health issues, and that's why I know how to fight. I know what to do. You know what I'm saying? I quote the Honorable Elijah Muhammad because he used to be battling certain stuff, and they asked him, why, if you so righteous in this, why are you suffering from this bronchitis or this or this asthma or this condition? And he's like, I'm not sick or ill because of no sin that I have committed, because I have not sinned. But I have to suffer what you suffer. And then you have to see me come out of it. So that the path that you see me go to come out of it, that you go also use that path. So we have to suffer for what our people suffer. Otherwise, you can't relate to me. If I'm just talking like I'm just up here and shit, no, I'm down here. I'm probably lower than you. My health was probably worse than yours, earlier in the season. My finances is definitely worse than yours. But when you see me come out of it, once you see me standing strong and inspirational and strengthening you and your faith and your spirit, then you're not alone. You ain't in this fight by yourself. You ain't battling this cancer or this diabetes or this virus or whatever alone. No, we in this together. I'm with you. I'm fighting with you and fighting for you against this illness or these enemies. So when I figure it out, and as I have figured it out by following Elijah Muhammad, I'm going to share it with you. You don't have to choose it. You can choose to do what these Satan doctors is telling you to do. But I'm telling you, the cures is over here. The cures is in nature. The cures is with God and his messenger. The cures, not the treatments, the cures. So, and it's not some you got to be a Muslim or you got to be, no, just get the information. Find out what the Muslims teach. Find out what Elijah Muhammad teach. And just apply it. You ain't got nothing to lose. Apply it. Test it. Test the theory for yourself. So on that note, again, man, I'm your brother. This KAM-PAIN trail. I'm back on the pain trail. But no pain, no gain. Evolution and growth and creation is pain. It involves pain, and then it involves pleasure. So we eat our vegetables first, and then we eat our dessert. We do our chores, and then we play. We cry now, and then we laugh later. So it's later. It's later. For some of us, it's later. We did our crying. We did our chores. We ate our vegetables. Now it's later. So I want y'all to be able to benefit and see that it is a reward that you never seen before, the likes of which you never seen before. So you can be inspired, to plant your feet and just and go through the fire, go through the pain, and don't quit. Don't quit just because it seemed, lonely. Nobody else seemed like they want to go the full distance like you are. No, go the full distance. That's how you was as a sperm. The other 400 million didn't go to full distance. You did. You the God of that. You the God of that, man. Please lock in and understand that you the God of that. You the God of your time. So don't get weak and get, influenced by peer pressure or by doctors or by whoever the influencers are to make you just be content being weak. No, reject all of that. Be strong. Go to war against weakness, against your own weakness first, against your own lust, your own appetite, your own addiction, your own ego, your own pride, your own vanity. Go to war against it. Break it on down. Burn it out. Submit. Come get this information, this God information. Unlock your power and put your crown on. And you ain't got to worry about nothing else after that. On that note, man, we love you, and love you some more. Peace and blessings for the new year. We out. Peace.